Alright, welcome to the garden. We have some good news and some bad news. We'll start off with the good news first, I suppose. The good news is the zucchinis. The good news is the zucchinis are doing wonderful. Before we saw a lot of flower, we're still seeing new flower. That's all going to be all new zucchini. But look at that big zucchini right there. That's ready to be picked, which I'll be picking that and enjoying that soon. The jalapenos are coming in. Okay. Unfortunately, what happened was the zucchinis spread out a lot, so it's taking up a lot of room. But you can see that the jalapenos are definitely coming in now. This one's flowering right now. You can see the little flower. And that's going to be, wherever you see flowers, that's a jalapeno. But you already see it right here. Okay. And then if we look over here, there's another jalapeno right here. And that one's big. That one's, got a few more, say another week. Should be able to pick that big one. Okay. The chard is just doing really, really good. There's a few leaves here and there that need to be discarded, but other than that, it's doing great. Now, that's the good news. Now, for the bad news, if you look at this lettuce, it looks like somebody ripped it. And those notches over there like that, I suspect it could be a rabbit, but the rabbit usually leaves the leaf clean off the stem. So could this be a deer? I'm not really sure. Well, you can see what it did. So it's either a deer or a rabbit. And I live in the city, but I'm on the outskirts of the city. There's the next town over has woods and stuff like that. So could the deers be coming over here? I mean, I don't know. I did see one a couple years ago, but I'm not really sure what would cause a lettuce head to look like this. Alright, you can see the way they're eating this. Okay. It's like a V that they're doing there. So something's chewing on it. And then the other issue that I'm having is maybe beetles. Here's the kale, not doing too great. But you can see all these holes. This is probably just the beetles, I would imagine. But there's a beetle right there. Talking about beetles, here's what's eating. Here's what's eating the kale. And there it is, right there. On a positive note, you can see the zucchini is doing really good. Here's a nice zucchini that I'm about to pick. You guys can see. Just gonna break it gently. And here it is. There's nice zucchini right there. I'm sure I'll use this in whatever meal I make. A lot of zucchini growing here. Yellow zucchini. That's doing marvelous, but the kale is not doing too good. But I'm having a hell of a time, using that organic spray, controlling the pests. We just saw a beetle, and that's what's eating again my kale, which is completely gone. The other thing that's not doing well is our arugula. Same thing, there's holes in it from insects and whatnot. You can see them right there. On a few positive notes, we have some cherry tomatoes, and they're growing. As are there's some more cherry tomatoes right there, and then we have other varieties of tomatoes here that are growing as well. Here you can see the tomatoes are starting to come in, and I have various tomatoes over here. You can see two more down there. You can see a bunch of them from here. They're really starting to pop and grow. Tomato, on the tomato front, things are looking very good. It's flowering. I mean, it's doing really good. They're already all tied up to the trellis, as you can see. Some more flowers. We can start to see some cherry tomatoes right there. There's more right there. The potatoes are doing great. Potatoes are, like I said, one of those things that you don't really have to do anything but plant it. Here's another thing that's doing really well. A brown lettuce. Nothing has gotten to it yet.